Follow-up. Your number one goal as a salesperson is to retain customers. You need to build a book of business that's going to pay you as long as you're in the auto industry. I still get calls and text messages from people that I've sold cars to that we're just close with one another. So you always want to follow up. This is what it should go. The first day, if you sell them earlier in the morning, I want to call them later on before they leave. If you sell them later on, call them the next day. Just calling to check on you, making sure everything is good, you're still loving life. Absolutely. I'm going to call them a few days after as well. And then also about a week and a half after. The first month, I'm going to call them several times, just making sure that they know everything that is going on, that I appreciate them. I'm mentioning, hey, your first payment's due in 30 days or 45 days, so be expecting to get a call from the bank or a letter or what have you. You need to make sure everything goes flawlessly. You also want to bring up like when do you expect to get their plate? What happens? The process. You need to walk them through all of this just so when you keep calling these people back, checking on them, they don't know what's going on, what they're missing. They don't know. So you have to really just address the expectations of what happens next. One of the questions on the survey that they most likely get is, did the salesperson follow up with you? Some of them are, did you even schedule your first oil change? I didn't mention that a few videos ago. Speaking about that now, always schedule their first oil change. How do you do that? You need to figure out about how many miles they drive each and every month versus how many miles your manufacturer requires you to do an oil change. You need to figure all of that out so you can schedule that first oil change. If they service at your dealership 3 times, they are way more likely to purchase a vehicle from you all in the future if you follow up and maintain them. Speaking about following up, this is something that my goal was, and that is to retain every single customer. Proven fact, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 people will keep buying from you every year if you can keep their payment around the same. Meaning if they bought a 25, they'll get a 26. If they buy a 26, they'll get a 27. And they will do that if you keep following up. You need to become friends with them on social media. That's a great way to stay in front of people. Meaning if they just did something, got a promotion, congratulations. They're on vacation, have a great vacation. Whatever it is, kid lost their first tooth, awesome. You know, any and everything that you have to do to stay in front of them, do it. So become friends on social media. I would pay our old secretary, receptionist, Courtney, a decent bit of money every single year to handwrite Christmas cards, Thanksgiving cards. She would fill out all of these cards. I had the prospect's name and address in a file where I could just print it out, and it would be like little stickers that you put on the envelope. So she just had to handwrite them and then use the stickers, put them on. I didn't want to do it, so I paid her a couple $100 here and there throughout the years just to keep doing it. And the more ways that you stay in front of these people, the more you're going to retain them. Also speaking about this, and that is service. I want my customer to call me every single time. If they need an oil change, if they need to vent something is wrong with the car, if they broke down, there's so many things that you can do, but everything needs to come back to you. You might have an amazing service department, but I always looked at it as if one of them are having a bad day, they take it out on my customer, that leaves them a bad experience. They might not come back. I want to limit the interactions that they have with everybody else. It sounds bad, but I know every time I'm going to be on my game, I'm going to deliver, I'm going to make sure these people keep coming back because they're my clients. I go to NADA Academy in DC. I'm the class president. One thing I just learned in Service Week, customers are worth $1 million to you if you can retain them. Meaning over the course of them keep buying cars, they're worth $1 million to your dealership. And I promise you this much, if you retain them and you follow up and you service them at the highest level, that $1 million is very possible that they'll keep just buying car after car after car after car. I sold Volkswagens for like 5 years, and I can't tell you how many people bought 5 different years worth of vehicles from me. A lot of times I would sell the vehicles before they even arrived because I knew that these people would be open to getting a car. I knew the next one is coming in because I can track that data, and then I sell it, take a deposit before it even arrives. So many times people would come to me when I was selling Volkswagens, hey, do you have anything on this car? Yeah, I do. It's already got a deposit. Dang it. So understand what your clients want, meaning if they're in a car like this year, next year, do they want more options? Do they want the same options? If they want the same, then you can pay attention. When that next year hits, call the people back, get them in around the same payment. They'll buy again. Retaining customers is your number one goal. So just follow me. If you sell 20 cars this month, then next year, when the new models come out, 4 or 5 of those, maybe 6 of those will buy from you again next year. That's how important. So if you can sell another 20 something next year plus those people that bought again, it's a compounding interest that you just keep growing your client database. And I promise you, like I give you my word, follow up. It's going to pay you so much money. We all know salespeople that just chase new business every single month. I don't want to be that person. My goal was always 15 to 20% of my business is repeats, is referrals. At least 15 to 25% every single month that people would come back to me or they would give me referrals. So you need to take follow-up very serious. You need to go above and beyond for your customers, and if you do that, you retain them. You've got a customer for life, and your paychecks, what you make every year just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So whatever you made this year, it's going to be bigger next year and bigger after that. The only way it's going to happen, though, is if you retain your customers. Have a great day. God bless. Believe in yourself, because I do.